guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Today this is gonna be a video full of luxury products. I went through my makeup collection trying to think of a video idea, and I saw one particular item, which was my Charlotte Tilbury luxury palette that I got from Beautylish, and I was like, you know what, that would be a good video. So I'm doing a video full of luxury products, and the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using today is the Vintage Vamp, and that's what the outside packaging looks like, and then this is what the inside looks like. So we're going to be using this eyeshadow palette on the face today, along with some other luxury products, some sample size, some full size, you don't know. This is actually my second attempt at this video. The first time I did it, I used a different palette. I didn't like it. So needless to say, we're gonna go to round two. We're gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury palette and see what we can come up with. My daughter and I were heading to a friend's graduation in a little while, and I want to be glam. I want to just be out there, so to speak. As you can tell, I've already done my eyebrows, and what I did was I used the Benefits Browsing in number 5. If you can consider this luxury, because this is probably $28, $29, but I didn't show doing my brows on camera because it takes too freaking long, and I have already primed my eyes, and what I prime my eyes with is not luxury, and also I don't have any luxury brushes, so we just got to work with what I got, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into this light purple color and place that in my crease. Now, it's been a minute since I've used this palette, so when I say a minute, I mean a minute. And I'm just picking up product and placing it on my eye, in my crease, and blending. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to take another brush. I'm going to take this Morphe M443 brush, and I'm going to go into that deep purple shade right there, and I'm just going to place that on top of that first shadow, not all the way on top, but into my crease on the outer V slightly, kind of deepen it just a little bit, and I'm just stamping that in. And this is not an all matte palette. Like, some of these shadows are satin, which I just wanted to use one palette. So I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to worry about trying to do a matte shadow or something like that. And I'm just going to go back with this Sedona Lace EV09 and just blend out the edges of that. Now I'm just going to take a flat shader brush and go into this gold color right there. Now, from experience, I know this color has a lot of flakes in it, so I'm just going to place that down first over the middle third of my eye. Like I said, I know it has flakes in it, and I'm going to solve that in just a minute. I just want to get the base down first. And this is a Royal and Langnickel BX-80 brush that I got in a set long ago. Okay, now I'm just going to take this. I don't have a luxury spray, so we're going to go with Old Faithful Matte Fix Plus. Spray the brush. And then reapply that gold and let it make it pop. Yes. Take this flat concealer brush from Alamar Cosmetics and see if I can make this work. the way I want. That better? Is it worse? Can you guys see that? Spray it with the shadow. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. It's a little better. Not as much as I would like, but it's a little better. All right, I'm back. And all I did was line my eyes. I didn't have a luxury liner, so I just went ahead and lined my eyes. What I'm gonna use next is the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer. Now this primer has flecks of gold in it. And yes, this is luxury because this was almost $40. And my best friend who's here on YouTube, Tina Marie, look her up, TMR2886 on Instagram. She got me hooked on this primer. Now I only use this primer when it's a special occasion. This would be one of them: graduation, church, date night. That's why it's lasted me so long, because that's a primer you just don't use every day. And what I do is I just take it and rub it in my hands and just pat it all over my skin. It has a nice fresh scent to it. I even run it down my neck because it makes my neck feel good. And then I'm just gently rubbing in the rest of the primer. And I'm gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes. Let it soak into my skin. Skin feels smooth. But I'm gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes and I'll be right back. All right, it's been 5 minutes and I'm back. So I'm sitting in my chair. Don't slouch. So now I'm going to use my Dior Forever Skin foundation, or I'm sorry, Dior Skin Forever foundation, and mine is in the color 05 Praline. This is a little red for me. This is what the bottle looks like. Again, this is one of those things you only wear on a special occasion because this foundation was a lot of money. My husband don't even know how much this little is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my Juvia's Place flat kabuki brush. I'm just gonna put that on my hand. Now this is some thick foundation. So again, you'll see how red it is, but it'll calm down here shortly. And I didn't color correct because this foundation I usually don't have to. So, and of course this is Dior. So it has like a fresh flower scent. Like I said, it's quite red, but I'll calm it down here in a minute. Right now I'm just pressing it into my skin, not making any sudden moves. I know I look like a Oompa Loompa, but just hold on, hold on, hold on. Unfortunately, I don't have a luxury concealer to go with this video, so I will be using a favorite of mine, and you'll see that here shortly. And I'm just going in between my eyebrows. Now this foundation, it dries quick. Like, you have to work with this really, really quickly. I know y'all like, oh my God, that is so red. But did y'all see that? It's gone. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. Again, I know it's red. Calm down. I know I look like I know y'all like, oh my God, her face is red. Just give me a second. It's coming, I promise it's coming. Relief is on the way. And I'm just going over some of my dark spots. Like I said, I didn't color correct. So I'm just going down my neck. Again, I know it's a little red. Just give it a second. Oh God. This may be one of the reasons why I stopped wearing it. Look at my brush. My brush is red. I'm just gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and try to balance some of this out. Ooh, nearly. If you don't watch sports, you don't know where that comes from. I'm a big sports fanatic. Huge. Anybody knows me, I love football. I'm not really into professional football, but college and high school. And I know you're like, oh my God, really? Yep. I'm that chick. My son plays football. My daughter is in band. And I'm just taking my beauty blender and blending this out. Now I'm just going to go back with that Juvia's Place brush and just tone that lightness down just a little bit. See? It's not so bright anymore. Look at that. It's not as bright as it was. Still a little orange, but all right. Yes, I know I'm missing hair right there. I've always had that issue, but I've always had that issue ever since I was a little girl. Phone keeps sending me emails, or somebody keeps sending me emails. So, but look, it looks a lot better now. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Until I can get in the sun and see. But I'm just gonna add just a little more concealer along my jawline and on my chin and around my mouth. And I'm just gonna blend that out. And then I'm just gonna take my brush and just blend that out again. I'm just blending, like making sure you can't tell where one begins and the other one ends. That's all I'm doing. And this foundation dries down super matte, super matte, super matte. So now for highlight and contour, I'm going to go into something that I have not seen on YouTube in forever, you guys. And this is the Marc Jacobs Instant Mark Light and Filtering Contour Powder. And I got mine in 60. And this is an old product. Of course, standard Marc Jacobs packaging. Very, very nice and sleek. The button pops it open. Oh, my stomach just made a weird noise. Got the Marc Jacobs cover, and this is what that looks like. Because I don't have a highlight powder to set my concealer, I'm just going to take my beauty blender and stamp it in here and then set my under eye. And this is bright as crap. Good Lord. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. If they do, will you guys please, please, please let me know. Like I said, it's been a while since I used it because, and I'm not gonna lie, I put it in my drawer. I've moved since I've had this. Put it in my drawer and I literally forgot about it. No kidding. And that's the foundation or the concealer set. I'm going to let it set. And then I'm just going to take this, excuse me, this Royal and Land Nickel contour brush, and I'm just going to tap lightly into the contour side of this. And this is just meant for contouring purposes and just carve out my cheeks a little bit. And of course, you're not going to see it. So I'm just going to finish doing that. This is probably a little bit lighter than my skin tone. You can see a little bit. Again, this is just for contour purposes. This is not for bronzing. This is just to carve out, you know, where stuff is. Like where you want the shadows to go. And I'll go back in and bronze here shortly. And I'm sitting here like, trying to look in this mirror, look in the viewfinder. I got this big mirror right here. Let's go. So I'm just contouring my face, and I'm going to pinch this and contour the sides of my nose. Okay. Maybe I've been sleeping on this a little too long. Alrighty then. I'm just gonna actually leave this out because I'm gonna keep using the mirror. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, if I can put my hands on it, because oh, here it is, the Derma Blend powder. No, this is not, it's not a super luxury product. And I'm just gonna take it, and I like to turn it upside down and do all this other stuff and hit the top, then untwist it, and I just use what's in my top. And I'm just going to take this Morphe E1 brush. I'm just going to take it and then just swirl it around in the cap. Tap off the excess, and I'm doing this for extra security because it's going to be hot outside tonight. And just set the rest of my face, lightly set the rest of my face. And blend away any extra powder that I might have used to highlight, to set my highlight, to set my foundation, which, like I said, this Dior foundation, it really sets itself. So, and I'm just going to go in with the rest of the excess product, tap off the excess, and then just, and then brush the sides of my nose to kind of even out that contour. That looks good. Told y'all wasn't gonna be I was gonna be as orange as I was before, so I'm liking this. Now for bronzer, I'm just going to take my NARS bronzer in Fallacies, I think this is Fallacies, and I'm just going to take this Sigma powder blush brush and just swirl that in there. Tap out the excess and bronze my face, or bronze my skin. I don't want it to be too bronze because this foundation is oranger than I like. But I like it. I spent my money on it, so I'm gonna use it. Bronzing up my skin of contour. You can still see the contour, but you also see the bronze on top of it, which I love. And I'm just gonna take a napkin and just wipe away the bronzing powder. And of course there wasn't much on there because I didn't really rub in there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reach in here. I'm gonna reach over here. And I have a sample of the NARS Orgasm Blush. You know, you get these with like your birthday points or Lux 500 point perks. And that's what that looks like. I just have a sample and I'm gonna take that. Tap that in there. I know y'all like, good gosh, girl. Do that and place that on the apples of my cheeks. And I think this just gives my face like just a little wash of cheek color. I don't even like blush, but I like this one. So there we go. The only thing I have close to a luxury highlight is this Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop, and we all know what that looks like. And I'm just gonna take this Morphe M510 brush, take this and highlight my cheekbones. I like that little golden hue. That may have just applied a little bit too much on this side. Oh my God, God. There. Forehead. Cupid's bow. It just comes off very, very pretty. I may even put some right here on my brow. There we go. Cute. Now you guys, I'm going to go do my bottom line, or my bottom lash line, throw some lashes, and I'll be right back. Hi good people, I'm back. So as you can see, I did my bottom lash line, and all I did with my bottom lash line is I added a black eyeliner because I could not find my Marc Jacobs one, so I use a non-luxury one. And that one may very well be a dupe for the Marc Jacobs one. Maybe I'll do that in another video. But all I did was line my lower lash line with this dark burgundy color, and that's what you get right here. So now all I'm going to do is just use this Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. And I'm going to take a fine detailed brush, or a dome brush if I can find one. Here we go. We're just going to use this dome brush. And I'm just going to take that and place this highlight in my inner corner for the inner corner highlight. And that's that. Now I have several options for luxury lipsticks, and they're all sample size. I have a couple of Bobbi Browns, I have a Givenchy, and I have a Marc Jacobs. So I'm going to put the Bobbi Browns aside for a moment, and I'm going to focus on Givenchy and Marc Jacobs. These are both red lipsticks. This one is called Boy Gorgeous. And again, this is like a birthday gift, perk gift, and that's what that one looks like. It's very, very mauve. Very pretty, very creamy. And then this is the Givenchy, and this is called, crap, don't know, hold on. Ooh. 23. I can't read that. I see the number 23, but it is a fuchsia pink color, very creamy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try on one of these really quick. I want to use a lip brush for this so I can make sure I am precise. And I think I'm going to use this Givenchy one. So if you happen to know what the name of this lipstick is, let me know in the comments below. I'll probably look it up between now and then, but right now I'm just being lazy. And I'm just going to put it on my lips. I don't have a liner because I don't have a high-end liner. So we're just going to go with this fuchsia color. And if it don't work out, we'll go with a Bobbi Brown, which is neutral. Yeah. Oh my God, it is pink. All right, you guys, this is the final look. What are we thinking? Are we fierce or not, darling? Are we fierce? Are we fierce? Yes. Let me stop being so silly, y'all. But this lip is actually growing on me. It's very creamy. It's not as opaque as I thought it was gonna be, which is probably a good thing because me and pink lipstick, we really don't get along. But I like it. I like the formula. Like I said, these products I've had in my arsenal for a while and just never pulled them out. And like I said, when I pulled out this Charlotte Tilbury towel, I was like, you know what? Charlotte Tilbury palette. I was like, you know what? This is a good idea. I pulled this out and I was like, this is very pretty. The gold is still there. It's still there. Maybe because I sprayed it with the MAC Fix Plus and it stayed. Speaking of which, don't have a high-end setting spray. Do they make high-end setting sprays? I don't know. But we're going to use the MAC Fix Plus and we're going to spray our face really quick. There we go. Woosah. But yep, you guys, that is it for this particular video. If you see the same look, same shirt, I'm in a filming mood. Shoot me or not. No, don't do that because I like my life. I just turned 40 yesterday. Yeah, I like living. So, but anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. Click that subscribe button, click that bell for notifications. That way you are notified every time I upload a video. And yeah, you guys, that's it. And in the meantime, in between time, be safe, be blessed, and have a wonderful day. Bye, y'all.